Hey, what's up, my frag heads? It's your boy J Rock. Today I'm gonna be hitting you with a little live stream chat. We're gonna be doing 5 fragrance recommendations you can buy for a loved one, a buddy, a sister, a brother, a father, cousin, whatever. Give you 5 recommendations that are stuff that's easy to wear, that your everyday casual person can use, and it's gonna really be 15 because it's 3 of us, so each one of us gonna give you 5 recommendations. So here are my guests today. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Hey, what's up, fellas? My name is Jesus, aka Cali Gent. I just want to thank Cali Reviews for including me in the live stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
What's up, y'all? It's Matt, aka Georgia Gent. I'm here to bring you guys some of my recommendations. A lot of them, you probably, if you follow my channel, you already know what they are. More than likely.
Yeah. So we're gonna do stuff that's gonna be easy to wear. We'll go clockwise, and we'll each recommend one, and we'll take turns. So each of us drops 5. Then we'll talk a little bit about strategies when collecting or when buying. What's your game plan going into the stores or logging on into them websites? We'll talk a little bit about that. You guys have any questions or any recommendations or ideas? Drop them in the chat section. Also, feel free to talk amongst yourselves up in the. All right, so I'll start it off. I'm gonna give you one that I haven't gave much word to, but I really enjoy. Is this one Banana Republic number 78 Vintage Green? This is a nice fragrance, easy to wear, mass appealing, like most of these are gonna be. It has some green to it. It has vetiver, but this is a fresh, crisp vetiver, and it has like a citrusy note. I don't know what it is. Maybe lemon. That's like a lemon and vetiver to it, and it's very fresh, clean. Something you wear with a white T-shirt. Anyone can wear it. Any age group, young, old. It's leans more masculine in my opinion. So this is for a male, and it's a nice sturdy bottle, nice presentation that it comes in. And these go for about 45 at Banana Republic, but they constantly do sales where they're like 20 bucks, or they have them at Ross, Marshalls. I would say more Marshalls than TJ Maxx. They have them there once in a while at 20 bucks, at $20. I wouldn't pass any of these up. Any of this line at 20 bucks, I wouldn't pass any up, guys. That's my number 5.
And on that line here, I had their Cypress and Cedar. This is a really good one.
How's that one? Is that like a creamy one? Because this one's kind of synthetic. You could smell the.
No, this one's I like it a lot. It's not creamy at all to me. This is you spray it on. You think you're outside in the woods. It's
All
nice.
right, cool. I've only tried Vintage Green, Black Platinum, and the Mosaic, and all 3 are good. I would put Platinum second and Mosaic third from the ones I've tried.
This one, it's like you take the blue cedar and cypress, and you minus that harsh initial note that's in it, the real harsh lemon peel that's in it.
Yeah, that's how this one is too.
And you replace it with the a smoother woodsy note. I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
But it still has that general feeling. Which with a vintage green, I've noticed that there's like a sweet note in there. There's some sweetness to it. That's real nice. To me, that's like a more mass appealing fragrance note that's in it, I guess.
Okay. I was gonna say, to me, they all have like a certain DNA. Like they all have a similarity to them. The 3 I've tried from the Banana Republic icon line, they all smell different, but they all have like some similarity where they almost feel like you could tell it's a Banana Republic fragrance.
Yeah.
I have nice smelling.
All right, fellas, I'll go ahead and say my top 5. My number 5 on my list. My number 5 is going to be from John Paul Gaultier. It's going to be La Malle. In my opinion, this one's perfect for fall and that colder weather. It opens up with a really nice like, how do I say it? A really nice lavender scent. So when initial spray, I'll go ahead and spray it. You get a nice mint, a nice lavender. As it starts to dry down, you tend to pick up the vanilla. In my opinion, the mint balances it out. So it does lean a little bit unisex, but if you're a male, you can definitely get away wearing this one. Longevity on this one's awesome, fellas. I want to say a solid 8 hours. Projection wise, you're looking at anywhere from 2.5 hours to about 3, depending on the weather. But like I said, it opens up with a nice mint and lavender, and it's a really beautiful mint. It's not overwhelming. The lavender's not too potent or anything. It's just like a nice, calming, relaxing scent, in my opinion. As it starts to dry down, like I said, you get that beautiful vanilla, and the mint and the vanilla just lasts throughout it. You can pick this one up for, it's the 40 milliliters, and I believe you can get it for $30 on FragranceNet, if not a little cheaper. So, great price, great addition, perfect longevity, and really nice projection.
That's
What
a
do you guys
good
think
thing.
about this one?
Yeah, it's a good one. I was gonna say that's a good thing about that one. It's been around a while, so it's on discounters. You get it for a real cheap price nowadays. And in my opinion, that still beats a lot of this newer stuff like your
Yeah.
Invictus. Is it Paco Rabanne Invictus?
Yeah.
Like that, to me, it's a lot better fragrance than the Invictus. People say it's old, it's played out. It's kind of played out. A lot of people wear it, but it's better than a lot of the newer sweet fragrances.
That's why I chose this one, because it's really easy to wear, in my personal opinion. Like you can anyone can wear this one. You can pretty much pull it off, like you said. Some people might have it, like if you're a frag head, you might have this one, but for like the everyday person who doesn't wear fragrances, they tend to stick to like Aqua de Gio or things in that nature. Some of them, you might have not heard about this one. In my opinion, it's just really easy to gift since it's been a long.
Yeah, that
around.
makes a great gift. It's hard for somebody because your average person has maybe 5 fragrances, so they most like if you're giving a gift to someone that has hundreds of fragrances, it's harder to choose because it's probably something they already have or they already have specific taste.
Yeah.
They just need something for everyday use. That's a great one in my opinion. Around here, you still get a good amount of people. You still smell it once in a while, like you use. And that one is, I would say, that one's universally loved by just as many men as women, like the Lamar one.
Yeah, I'm on this app called Rumble that I review fragrances on, and someone that was on there kind of responded to me and said that her husband uses that as like a signature scent. And I mean, and I can see that being a signature scent. I mean, it's a year-round fragrance in my opinion. It's always been kind of revered I think as like a club fragrance.
Yeah.
Because if you spray it too many times, it can be kind of heavy and kind of push through. What's up,
Redneck? How you doing, man?
Hey, what up? We got our Rush in the house.
Yeah, Russian Redneck. What's up, fellas?
Showing up. Civilized Redneck. What's up, man? Check out Civilized Redneck's channel. He's recently started a channel.
All right.
He does something called what's it? Throwback Thursdays, I believe. Brings out an old school fragrance, and it's usually something we've all heard of, classics. It's a nice little something unique that he does that I haven't seen other channels do.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, man.
Let me answer my phone.
What's going on, Rick? What's your or Rick and Rush, both of you guys? What are your scents of the day? What are you wearing today? If you say brute, you're getting blocked.
I don't know why my message sent twice. What the heck?
Because the two of them there. Is it my go?
Yeah, your go. You go. What you got?
Go ahead. You go. We'll go backwards now.
I want to start here with it's more or less a honorable mention than my first one of my 5 guys. Everything that we mentioned here. If you don't want to sample it before you buy it, Sensual Obsessions is a house that has everything that pretty much everything that we're saying here has clones of it for pretty cheap, or at least cheaper than what it would be in the stores. Next is going to be a 2-part for my number 5 because if we're getting gifts for someone, it's going to be it's not just one person we're getting gifts for typically. I have the one for your dad and the one for your boyfriend.
All right.
Here's going to be one that's more of a mature scent, in my opinion. But this is more versatile. This is more one that you can wear every day of the week. This right here is a little more playful. You can wear this one, same as this one. You can wear it to the office and stuff. This one, in my opinion, is meant more or less to people that are, just maybe a little younger because there's a sweetness to this that's not in this.
That's a good one, Aqua de Joe Absolute. That one, I'll tell you one thing. outside of people that collect fragrances, I think that Absolute is a lot more popular. I'd be curious to see the sales on those. 'Cause I think that Absolute is a lot more popular than the Profumo. A lot of people don't like the Profumo.
I love this one.
The people that are not collectors don't like the Profumo, and they tend to like the Absolute a lot more. I noticed that. I like that one too. I haven't tried the Profumo, but I really like the Absolute. It's a good one. It has a bit of that Invictus feel, but I think it's better because it has a woodsy note in there, or
Right.
it feels like it does.
What is the History's D Parfums Relics Rush? And Sean John Unforgivable. That's a good one too. That's the
Sean John Unforgivable. Yeah, I hear it's I haven't tried it, but I hear it's a Melisinium Imperial clone, and I know it's pretty popular in the fragrance groups.
Yo, this one's real nice. The dry down on the cedar or cypress and cedar from the Banana Republic Kaizen. It's good.
What you think
I haven't
about
checked.
Profumo, Rush? You enjoy it? I hear a lot of people, because I'm not exactly young. I'm in my 30s, and people my age group say it feels like that they don't like it. The people that have tried it and the stores and stuff say they don't like it. And then when I see videos, a lot of people say that are not reviewers, and that they're trying it out and someone else is testing it, they tend to not.
That's a Profumo?
Yes, it is. So
See,
top notes are going to be your marine notes,
uh-huh.
the incense and frankincense, and then the patchouli.
I've tried that one in store a few times. And when I first tried it, I didn't like it. Like what I got right away, it's very masculine, and I got really, really heavy incense. But after like a few more times, like Cali reviews was saying that I had that one I had to give a few wearings, and then after I tried it a couple times, I did like it. In my opinion, it's more masculine, but like you said, you're able to wear it year round. And it's worth having that Profumo and Acqua di Gio, in my personal opinion. You know, they differ so much.
This is one of my best blind buys of the year, hands down.
Yeah, that's what fun. Fragrances are funny that way. Sometimes you're getting the same scent, but you have to wear them a few times. You go to a store, try them out once.
Right.
It doesn't do it justice. You're not gonna give a proper assessment, if you will. You're not gonna get the full experience.
Right.
Because I felt that way with the fireplace. I think a lot of like recently I've been really enjoying wearing it, and before I used to wear it, and I liked it somewhat. I didn't hate it, but I didn't get the hype. I was like, you know what? This one's overrated. It's just an okay fragrance. But I think a lot of it was with the weather I had, and right now that it's been raining and it's been cold, I've been really enjoying like it's been a good experience when I wear it. So I was like, now I get it. I get what people are talking about. So it kind of depends. Are you indoors? Are you outdoors? Weather.
Okay, for me personally, I've noticed that I get a better grasp of a fragrance when I apply it later on in the day. Like if I get up in the morning and put it on, and I wear it on the way to work. I don't know if I'm not awake enough to kind of break down like what I'm getting. Later on in the day, if I put something on after lunch, I can generally get like a much better like vibe for it. I can pick it apart, the longevity, the projection and stuff. I don't know. I think that has a big play on fragrances, and from my experience, I don't know if I like them or not. I guess because like I put it in the mornings, and like come noon, I didn't really get to break it down that much, so I kind of tossed it to the side, like I didn't like it. But then a week later, I put it on in the afternoon. I'm like, okay, this is a good scent.
Yeah, I definitely hear you. Yeah, and that stuff I never. Maybe 2 years ago, I didn't really pay too much attention. I just wore my fragrance. If I liked it, I liked it, and I didn't really pay attention to how it reacts to different climates and weathers and all that, as I do now. I just stuck to most people. You have 4 or 5 fragrances, and you wait for them to finish. You buy another 4 or 5. I would do orders on FragranceNet.com. I order 3 or 4. They'll last me a good 2 years. Then I'll make another order of 3 or 4, and not like now that I make an order like every week. Like
yeah, right.
You're telling me, bro.
Dude, I had to get better about it because I used to wait till payday. Then I used to be like, all right, I have $100 to spend on fragrances. I'm gonna go buy 60 different cheapies.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. All right. Let me get to my next one.
Go for it.
Next one here is Armani Cor Colonia. Now this one, amongst my group out here in the real world, this one's a popular one. It's pretty popular because when friends come over, we're drinking, watching a game or whatever, and sometimes I whip out the fragrances. It's like, hey, you guys want to try out a few fragrances? I try to get them to make videos. Most don't want to though. Like they'll check them out. We'll be drinking, talking about, hey, this smells good. This does this, but they don't want to be on camera. It's like, hey, you guys want to make a YouTube video? They'll be like, nah, nah. So I don't want to make some of the videos to get people's reactions, but they're against it. But I always ask different people. Like I'll have these two friends over, some other day a different crowd, and so forth. So it's not like they're influencing each other, their opinions. They're not, because they're not together. You know what I mean? They're not hearing each other's opinions. They're being asked at different times. And a lot of people like this one. Armani Colonia. A lot of people are like, oh, this one smells good. This one is very popular amongst the fellas. And this is kind of mostly everybody I know. I don't think I met someone that doesn't like the regular Armani Code Black. And this one, I think they like it because it's similar. It's a fresher version of the Armani Code Black. It's like you would wear that one by nighttime, and you'd wear this as a signature scent.
Okay.
So
I never worn any of those.
No, this to me, before I got into the frag game, was probably my favorite line. And right now that I'm starting to get other fragrances, I wouldn't necessarily say that it isn't. It's still up there.
Yeah.
The code line. This one's well, there's no other way to really put it except that it's like Armani Code, but fresher. It has some citrusy notes in there. It's a great one to have. This one, like I said, it gets high remarks. It makes an excellent gift for your everyday casual wear. There's not a hardcore frag head. You know, as I say in the social media, your normies. You know, but yeah, the normal everyday person will really like that one. It's not the cheapest thing, but it's a lot cheaper than Armani Code Black. This one goes for about $50 because our Armani line is they're pretty expensive in general, but you get the big bottle for about $50. It lasts pretty long too.
Hey, what's the temperature where you're at? Cali reviews.
Where's the weather?
Yeah,
Out here right now it's 56, I think today.
56.
Yeah.
Cali Gent.
Let me check really quick. It should be around the same. Let me see. We're looking at about 67 right now.
Okay.
So-
62 here.
So about the same climate right now.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I haven't specifically tried,
Yo,
I thought it said 56, but it says 65.
-1 Fahrenheit in Canada right now.
it's what? -5.
Yeah. Bundle up, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, over here it goes back and forth. Some days it'll be cold and raining. Then after the rain, the next day it'll be kind of sunny. Then it's cold and rainy again. Then it'll be like sunny. Like,
Dude, that's how it's been working. Like one day it's going to be like 44 degrees, and like I'm bundled up. I'm putting on the coldest weather cologne I have. Next day it's like 83 degrees, and I'm putting on freaking Aqua di Gio.
yeah, we call that earthquake weather. Out here in California, a lot of people use that. It's like a meme. It's like, oh, it's earthquake weather, because sometimes the sun will be out and it'll be hot,
Right.
and it's raining.
Yeah, like
I
in
was
the mornings here, it's like 45 some days, and then by the afternoon, by 2 p.m., it's like 79 degrees. It makes it very close to work hard. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm trying to drop the link like in a couple of groups, like in the TLTG group and everything, but it won't let me drop the link for some reason. It keeps saying like unavailable or something.
Yeah, I already put them on the. I think I already put them on the. Yeah, so they'll check them out. Yeah,
Alright.
Is it in
these videos, the live streams? That's what this channel's about. Interacting, meeting other frag heads. Anybody that has a channel they wanna promote it or meet other people, you're always welcome. Just hit me up on Facebook. I'm under JRock, and I'll have the link on my Facebook on the description when the video's over. Hit me up, follow me, and message me, and we'll work something out. Always willing. That's what I do this for. Meet other people that share the same passions. You know what I mean? It's all about meeting other people in the community, making friends, and so forth.
You're right. Did y'all see that George Zaharoff went and met Ashton from Jensen's and Miami Colors? They'll linked up.
I seen that.
I'm a little jealous. I kind of want to hang out with George.
Rush says it's -1 in Toronto. That's crazy. I don't think I survive in that weather. I don't think I make it.
It's an addiction, bro. No lie. I started with 1, and I got like 30 something now, so it's an addiction because he has, passion or addiction. It's both, man. Like, but as
Yeah.
soon as I get one, like, um, when I talk about my number 2 right now, I'll explain it. But as soon as or my number 4, as soon as I get one, there's like, how do I say it? It's like you'd be looking for a fragrance for so long, or you'd be looking for a specific one. You get a great deal, you finally pick it up, and then you're like, now on to the next one type thing. So in my personal opinion, you don't stop, man. You can have, hey, what's up, 504? How you doing, man? Appreciate you tapping in. But like I said, it doesn't stop. As soon as I get one, then it's just like on to the next one, and so forth and so forth. Like Matt said, I used to be good. I used to just set aside a certain amount. Okay, I'm not gonna go over this budget, but it's like it went down the drain, man.
Well, so
Right, yeah.
but you're already at like a very solid, like, because you realize that it's addictive. Like once you have that in your brain that yes, it's addictive, it's easy from there. Because I mean, the amount of times that I've gone on to these websites, FragranceNet or to online, like I gotta have that. Then that little voice in my head saying you don't need that because you have
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
50 fragrances you haven't even worn yet. They're
Yeah,
still
right?
sealed.
Bro, it's not even funny. Let's say it quietly, I got like fucking 12 probably brand new in the box that I haven't even
Okay,
opened.
so what do you think is addictive? Collecting aspect or the shopping, like a shopaholic? What do you think is
The collecting.
The
I
collecting
think for
aspect?
me it's the collecting because I don't have that problem with anything else. I'm not so much big into shoes, so much big into like, don't get me wrong, I like nice clothes, but for me it's just the collecting, and personally it's the discontinued ones. That's why I like to smell how other people do. You know what I mean? That's what I like to bring to my channel. I like to try and bring some fragrances that other people, like you said, the normies don't wear. You know what I mean? Like, just I like to smell different than everybody. So
Yeah.
the discontinued factor, when I find something discontinued, it's like I
I'm
gotta
the
have it.
same way. I'm the same way with books, movies. Once something gets too
You can
popular,
tell, bro.
yeah, well, when something gets too popular, I'm like, I don't want to be into the same thing everybody like. If everybody likes
Mhm.
Avengers, I'm like, I no longer like Avengers. I want to read something that's not Marvel,
You
like
know
I
the movies, bro?
yeah, so I want something that's like not mainstream. So, like with music, I want something that's underground, that's not on the radio yet. So when that guy makes it big, I said I was listening to him way before he had radio play. I was in his concerts, when he was underground. Like I like to be ahead of the curve, like see it
Yeah.
before it's too popular, so I could tell you, I was liking this before everybody else said it was good. Because once something becomes mainstream,
That's cool.
a lot of the time people just like it because someone else said it's good. You know what I mean? Like,
It's true. Yeah.
So I would say my addiction part of it would be I'm not necessarily addicted to fragrances or the collecting aspect. I view it all as one thing. Like it's like a hobby. It's like a thing. I am addicted to being good at something. So I mean, like whether that be
Okay.
like some sort of whether it be collecting, whether it be reviewing, whether it be something, I'm just kind of addicted to that. So like I've been I've had these hobbies in the past that I've dialed in 100% and I've gotten pretty good at them. And I mean, this is one that I've been doing now for a couple of years. So I thought, why not kind of dial in on this one and try to be good at it.
I hear
And
you. Looks,
I think this one, like you said, go
that's
ahead.
a strategy he has there. He said 5 bottles for each season. That's kind of a good thing to have. Keep it around
Yeah.
50 bottles, then the rest just sample. Something like that. That's not a bad strategy right there. We're gonna talk strategies after we do our 5 recommendations too.
See, so whose turn is it? My turn. Whose turn is it? Let's
Yeah,
see.
George.
For my number 4, I would have to say I would have to put Dylan Blue at my number 4, just because it is a designer brand. It's mass appealing. It's a nice blue fragrance. In my opinion, it's perfect for like the warmer weather, like the summertime, springtime. I'm not saying you can't get away with like in the fall or the winter, because I did wear it in the fall, like last week, and I got tons of compliments. The wind just helps carry the scent. Like I said, it's a nice blue scent. Really mass appealing. It's really beautiful. It's like, to me, it gives me, like, I put it on like sometimes out of the shower. It's a nice clean feeling. It's not cloying in my opinion. It's like exactly how you would expect, your, how do I say, your average cologne to smell, but with depth, great projection, longevity. I get like 7 hours plus on longevity, and when I say like 3 projection, so it's a really solid fragrance. You're able to pick I believe this one's a 50 milliliter bottle, and I think I got it on Fragrance Net for like $40, 45. I can't remember exactly how much I got on. So it's perfect for, in my opinion, you can get away wearing it all year. It's a great fragrance. Anyone would like to have this one. You can give it to you like you said, your brother, your dad, cousin, anybody would like to wear this one. It's just mass appealing, and that's how I based my list off. Just something that's mass appealing. You can wear this to the office. It gets the job done.
Yeah. When you're giving a gift, you don't, or you're buying for somebody else, you want something easy to wear because you don't want it to be too. You don't want something niche like that's too specifically one thing, because you don't know if that's their their jam. Yeah, you don't know that's their taste, and something that's appealing. Well, it's you're taking less of a risk that they won't like it. Definitely. Versace makes a lot of. I think they make a lot of fragrances that are pretty popular, easy to wear,
Yeah.
and they're affordable too. They're not that expensive.
Except for Arrows. That one for me personally is hard to wear.
Which one?
Which one?
Arrows.
Arrows. I like Arrows.
For me personally, Arrows, like how do I say it? Like it had a lot of hype behind it, so I guess I was just expecting like something amazing. It's a really nice fragrance. Don't get me wrong. I still do like it. It's a perfect club scent, mass appealing. You get great projection. But in my personal opinion, I think I would have to rate Dylan Blue over that one, just for my personal taste.
And I don't go clubbing.
Someone just sent me. My bad. Go finish. I was gonna say someone just sent me a sample. They messaged me a few samples, and Dylan Blue was one of those. I haven't tried it yet, though, so I'm gonna sample it later and maybe do a video on it down the road. I never tried it at the stores, and they sent me a few samples, a nice little bag. Somebody from the fragrance groups.
Blue Jeans. I like it doesn't like you. What do you mean? So
probably doesn't need protection or.
I wore Blue Jeans. I bought Blue Jeans at CVS. I paid like I think $40-something for it. I overpaid for it. I used to have a really bad habit of going on my lunch break and going to CVS and looking at other fragrances and being like, I want that one or that one. Like every day for like a month or so, I was going there and getting a different fragrance every day on lunch break. It added up really quick. And
hey, 504 has a channel, doesn't he? I might have to go subscribe. Yeah, guys. I know I heard that name before. Sounds familiar. Yeah, hey, brother. You ever want to hop on live? Just contact me on Facebook or on leave a comment in the bottom. I'll follow you on Facebook and we'll work something out.
Yeah. When I was wearing that into work, I had this like super cute blonde girl that was there, and I was like, all right, awesome. I'm wearing Versace today. I'm gonna smell nice. So she is like her key is getting stuck in the door, right? So I had to go pull the key out of the door for her, and the key is attached to her scrubs. So I'm like, oh, dope. I'm gonna be like right by her. This is good. And she gets there and she's like, what is that smell? And not in a good way. And I'm like, I'm like, I don't know. This unit kind of stinks, doesn't it? I'm like, and I turn around. And she's like, I'm like, fuck.
Damn.
I got the same reaction with Have you ever tried Oud Touch? To me, I was like, no, good. I go for $15. This smells like $100 fragrance. I really enjoyed it, and I got that same reaction because it's a strong projector too, but it's not synthetic, so you don't get like a headache or anything. It smells of good quality, even though it's $15. And I was wearing it one day, and they're like, "Hey, what are you wearing?" So I'm thinking, like, they're like, "What are you wearing? That shit smells terrible." I'm like, "What?"
The last thing that I wore
on my high horse.
Terrible. Oh, the last thing that I wore personally that I thought was terrible was I think it was the music festival by Replica. It's not like I hopped out of a car that was being hotboxed.
For me, it was Instant Crush by Mancera.
Oh yeah,
I didn't like that one at all, man. Off the initial spray, it seemed pretty nice, but man, it was just too. Those floral notes are ridiculous, man. All I was getting was like rose, like someone stuck a bouquet in my nose throughout the whole day, bro. I didn't like that one. It has great projection, longevity. Instant Crush, huh?
I have to try that one. I have to try that one.
Is it masculine or?
No, in my opinion, it's not masculine due to the flower notes. Like they take over. Like it has orange blossom, I believe, rose, and then some other floral notes. I can't remember what else off the top of my head, but just like the opening was nice, but like 5-10 minutes later, the dry down, I was like, all right, these floral notes are gonna go away. Maybe like after an hour. Nah, man, they just kept getting worse and worse and worse. It's too feminine in my opinion for me to wear. I just didn't like it.
Did you buy the whole bottle or did you get decant?
No, I got the bottle, but I had to get the bottle because I got a great price. It was like for both of them. So I was like, it's a newer release because I got Cedra Boys with it, and I really like that one. So it was like a combo deal. I picked up both for a good price, and then
like I've seen a lot about it. These Cedra Boys, I've seen a lot about it, and like I didn't know how cheap it was. It's not cheap, but it's cheaper than what I thought it was going to be. Like I saw someone selling it for like a brand new bottle for like $80. I'm like,
that's like
70, 75.
Yeah.
70, 75 is a great price. Even 80 is a great price. I picked mine up for 75, and brand, like you said, brand new in the box and everything. And I like that one. That one's really nice. That one, in my opinion, it leans more masculine. It has like the woody elements to it, and then it has like a nice fruity dry down, and then a bit of a smoke.
If you're ever interested in selling that Instant Crush, message me and let me know how much you want. Depending, I might get it.
I gifted that one to what is it? I can't remember the name of his channel off the top of my head. He just mentioned it today. The person that tagged me in Motivated Living. There you go. He had hit me up about it. That's what I try to do, bro. Like if I have anything in my collection, I try to help another reviewer out. So, bro, I'll send you a list of the ones that I have.
And then, if you want to trade anything,
that sounds good, man. Sounds like that one I've been wanting to try, but I never heard anything about the floral. No, but I heard people say it's sweet. But I've been wanting to try them. I like Manceros. I'm a fan. I have about 5 of them, and none of them have let me down. I've enjoyed all of them. I felt I got my money. I was happy spending money on them when I got them.
Okay.
Money on something, and you're like, why did I waste it on that?
Am I on to my number? My 4. All right, so it's going to be Mankind Legacy Hero. This is a very office-friendly fragrance. The reason why I picked this one is because if we're getting a gift for someone who's not in the fragrance game, this is a cool-looking bottle and it smells good. It's not a very loud projector, but it's a good fragrance. So a lot goes into a bottle for me to recommend it, whether it be holding, the atomizer, and how it smells. Because last thing you want to do is buy a bottle for somebody that they can't hold it because it's such a weird bottle and they can't spray because the atomizer sucks, and then the smell's okay because they won't use it.
Yeah, or they end up dropping it and breaking it. Like if you can't hold it properly, that happens. I've seen people drop brand new bottles because of the way they're holding it or the way it's built.
Does it go in here? I mean, it's pretty tough, but obviously it's straight glass. If this fell on the ground, it's shattered. But yeah, it's a great green, woody, fresh, aquatic style fragrance. It's nice. I enjoy wearing it at work because it sits close to the skin, but it's like a super nice, pleasant scent. I mean, it's a very clean, just like I said, woody kind of fragrance. It's
I heard of that one, but I don't see a lot of hype about that one. I don't see it talked about too much.
Well, it's still brand new. I mean, it came out early this year.
I like to try. I want to try Red Tobacco. I haven't tried Red Tobacco, but I hear a lot of hype on that one too. I kind of want to sample it because it's one that's a little more expensive. But if I find it at the right price, like $90, 80, like I say 80 or something, I would just go ahead and blind buy it. Me personally, I'm not recommending people do that. I'm just saying that stuff I do a lot when I'm anxious to try something. If I can't get around to getting a decant or something, and I see it at a price I like, I just go ahead and blind buy a lot of the times.
Red Tobacco, I believe that's the one they compare to Harad from Parfums de Marley, right?
Yeah, I like Harad. I'm a fan of Harad. I haven't tried Red Tobacco though.
All right.
Have you tried that one, Harad?
That one, I have tried that one. I had to try a decant. That was probably one of the first Parfums de Marley I tried. I do like that one. In my it's definitely in my top 5 Parfums de Marley. I get great projection, great longevity. The tobacco on that one, it's really nice. In my opinion, it's not like a dirty tobacco or anything. I really do like that one.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that the sweetness balances it out, so it's not like overwhelming. I really recommend that one, and you can find it at a great price. I want to say, maybe $135 for a bottle.
To me, that's That's probably my favorite Parfums de Marley. It's Herad. It used to be laden.
Mhm.
Once I got a decant of I got a 20 mil of I got 2 10 mils of Herad. Once I wore it a few times, I started liking it more than laden. And I was like, you know what? I think this is my new favorite.
What was that with Herod?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Herad.
So
Yeah.
I had a decant of Herod, right? That I was keeping in my desk at work. I was just doing some sampling. I put it on my hand so that when I'm making calls, every time
Catch a whiff.
um, but I ended up having it in my desk like this, right? Like it's one of the pull-out desks. And one day it was sitting up like this, and I went to close my desk. I've got to be more careful with my decants. And like I'm sitting there and I get the strong the hair whiff. I'm like, that smells nice. But then I didn't spray my hand. I'm like,
You look down
and it's like it's cracked and it's just sitting there on some papers. I'm like, but it was good though when I wore it.
yeah.
It's definitely a nice tobacco note in it.
All right, cool. Let me go to my third one. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put this one. This one is definitely, we all know what it is. Cool water. It's a nice scent.
Is that
It
the
it still rocks. 30 years later, it still gets the job done. Um, everyone, this is a great fragrance. This is like a rite of passage. Like whenever you start getting to that age where you start developing body odor and stuff, you're already in your teenage years, and you start wearing fragrances. This is like almost it's almost mandatory that you have at least one bottle of this when you're starting off. So this makes a great gift, and also it's impossible not to like it. And also it's affordable. You find one of these at like $20.
Yeah, $18 fragrance scent.
Yeah, so if it's you gotta buy for a lot of people, you gotta buy everybody gifts. So you gotta, money is an issue. This is a nice gift that's cheap and it's worth a lot more than what you're spending, and everybody will enjoy it. I don't really gotta describe it. We all know what it is. It's aquatic. It has some green notes. It smells like wet grass and ocean, basically.
No, yeah.
So, and I have the deodorant here for it. This is the
Yeah, yeah. I want to try that. They have an intense version that's pretty cheap as well. I haven't tried it, so I can't really speak up on that one. I know it is different than this one, but I still want to try. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's not good. You know what I mean?
This is nice.
So yeah, this is one I would definitely put up there. This is one that every time I finish a bottle, there will always be a new one in my collection.
For my number 3, I have Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, and the only reason that this one was placed above the others is just the price point. I mean, you can pick up a 100 milliliter bottle for. I think I got this one for like $35 and some change, maybe. I believe I got it from Fragrance Nut as well, and it does smell, a bit synthetic. I'm not gonna lie, but when you're barely starting off in fragrances, it's a nice one to wear. It's easy to wear. You can wear it pretty much, like a dumb reach. You can just pick it up, put it on, and you know that you're gonna smell clean, fresh. You're gonna smell good. Um, the only downside I would say is that it is a bit synthetic. But I did get great projection. I want to say I got like 2.5 solid hours, which isn't bad for like a designer that I paid $30 for. Longevity, I did get, I want to say, around 7.5. And when I did wear this one to work, I did get a lot of compliments with this one. So it's mass appealing. People like freshies, or they like colognes that are easy to wear, that they don't have, how do I say it, so much complexity to them. And this is one that's just an easy dumb reach. It's a great price. The projection's there, the longevity's there, and it's just something I throw on when I want to smell just nice, fresh, clean. And
So
the only what's up?
Yeah, that one's a popular one for sure. You brought up a good point, like about the complexity. This one also, for being a cheapie, most cheaper fragrances, they don't have a lot of depth to them. Like the way it opens up, it goes.
Yeah, that's what it says.
This one actually, it goes through some changes, and then especially since it's a cheapie, it's something you don't see often, because it goes through like a lot of strong green notes, then it goes to like a fresh aquatic. It has some depth to it.
Yeah, as y'all saw last night on my live stream, the cheapies kind of came out victorious in that one.
Yeah, but they're just how do I say it, mass appealing. Sometimes simple is better. I noticed that I'm wearing like I said, whether it be Dylan Blue or Legend Spirit, and I'll pull tons of compliments, and then I'll pull out a bottle or something that cost a ridiculous price, and you think you're gonna pull compliments. You know, I know we don't wear them for that, but I was like, you know, you're like, oh,
us three, you know, then yeah, we'd be like, oh yeah, this is some
yeah, that's so good. Yeah,
but like someone that's like,
yeah. Someone I
no,
was wearing intoxicated the other day, and someone's like, "What are you wearing?" And I was like, "Oh, this shit smells fire, huh?" And then they're like, it smells alright. And I was like, "What?" In my head, I was like, "Alright, like, what do you mean? You know how much this costs?"
right.
Yeah. It's like shit.
That costs a quarter, asshole. Like,
Yeah, how they say they're mass appealing. They're popular for a reason. They tend to smell better. The niche ones are more for like once you have so many fragrances that you start running into like the same thing over and over. So you guess you want something a little different. But it's not necessarily that they smell better, but they just smell more unique.
Yeah.
That's more that than anything.
to me.
Yep.
All right. So mine's gonna be a little bit different of a take than the freshie. Even though y'all know I love my freshies, it's gonna be the La Nuit de l'Homme. This is the 2019 edition, but guys, I have an alternative for that. If you don't want to spend the $90 that this retails at bulk, you can get the Michael Jordan Flight, which is like a $20 fragrance. And to me, it's a good mix between this and L'Homme by YSL. I think Rick mentioned that the other day, and it really made sense based on the scent. And it's a very cheap fragrance, but cheap in the sense of how much it costs. It smells great to me. And if you're, want to give somebody something that's kind of cool, like a Michael Jordan fragrance, this is a good one to go with.
Cool.
Plus, it
I haven't heard of that Michael Jordan fragrance. I remember back when he was barely busting out with his first fragrance, back like in '97, something around there. People were like, "What the fuck?" Like a basketball player making a cologne.
But no, dude, this is good.
I haven't tried it, man. I need to get my hands on it. I've seen it like in some of the fragrance groups, like the posts and stuff, people talking about it as their sense of the day, but I've never personally tried it or even decant.
Like,
I only tried one from Jordan at the store. I didn't buy it, but I just sprayed it. It was like an orange scent. I don't know which one it was, but it had kind of like a syrupy.
The Legend, I think.
It might have been Legend. Yeah,
So,
I think it was Legend.
So this one right here, like when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna," because like that atomizer is something that's a cheapy signature right there. That's a cheap fragrance signature. But y'all, I mean, look at this. For it being like a $20 fragrance, that's a
decent. Not gonna
lie. It's not the prettiest, but back to if you have the money to spend on it, if you have the money for the gift, this is a good one. And for my opinion, this means Night of the Man. Night of the Man, I think, is what that stands for.
That's what
it's meant to be like a date night kind of fragrance, I think. Or
perfect.
Now, if you have the money or the time, or you care a lot about this scent right here, you're gonna want something like this one. If you can find this one, if you can find it out there, the classic, the 2014 edition. Get it. But ranking in terms of cost scale here, guys, if you want something that's like that the man you're getting this for will enjoy, this is going to be a cheap eat that is great in my opinion. It's going to be something you can find at Belk or at Macy's or really anywhere that sells designer fragrances. And this is going to be one that you can find from some frag head online. And to me, it's worth it.
That's a nice one right there. I like that bottle too.
Which one?
The black one.
Oh, yeah, this one?
Yeah.
That's his name. That looks good.
The reformulation and stuff, like I think that's the downside of the fragrance game, bro. That disappoints me the most when they reformulate something for the worst.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that one. No, I haven't tried that one.
Whenever they reformulate something, it's never for the better. It's always to cut costs, save money, or for whatever reasons, right? But it's always it's like 90% of the time going to be a negative.
So, very fun fact about this, guys. About this bottle right here, this bottle in particular. Very fun fact. This has been sprayed by the man himself, Jeremy Fragrance.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
He personally handed it to you.
Huh? He handed to me. I had it shipped to me from someone that remains unnamed, but This is one that he when he was in Miami. This was his bottle that he used back when he was hyping up this product.
Bro,
That's pretty cool. That's a cool backstory to have to it when you talk about the fragrance.
Right. It's this one of my most prideful collection pieces. Honestly.
oh, that's dope, bro. He really likes that fragrance. Like, there's always so much. At first, I thought it was just hype, but the way he gets when he talks about that one, now you can tell that's one of his favorite fragrances.
Oh yeah,
That's why you pointed out that when you pointed out that you think Date might smell similar or have that vibe, 100% agree with you.
I mean, the Office for Men has the Vintage Cologne vibe to it, and he hyped that one up for how many years? And then, like, speaking of Date, has yours shipped yet?
Bro, mine hasn't even shipped yet, bro. I sent them an email.
I'm getting. I'm like, I called them and they said that it's out of stock and they're waiting for it to get delivered to the U.S. so then they can.
Yeah. I was talking to a couple people on the group because someone commented saying like, "Oh, they put. I guess he's having a BOGO now. I wish I would have known that ahead of time.
I would not have spent. I wouldn't do it for the 274.
No, not for the 274. But like what would it be if you still went half, or if you went half with somebody, it'd be about, is it 274 or 247?
I think it's 274. Maybe it's 247. But even at half of that, it's still getting the half off. You know, it's still half off.
It'd still be up there. But the main point I was trying to make was it was ridiculous. Like everyone that I've talked to, the same thing. Either they don't respond to them or they're saying they're out of stock. But I mean, if you're gonna hype your fragrance that much, at least be able to, like, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but have the product on hand. You know what I mean? You're hyping it so much. You have over 900,000 followers.
They should have it out of stock on their website. They should have been accepting these orders when they're so out of stock. That's just like.
Or it should have gave me an option like your fragrance will not ship to this date. Do you want to confirm? You know what I mean? That way you can at least think about it. You know that you're not going to get it because we paid for the 1st or the 30th? I can't remember. Yeah. And we haven't heard anything back yet. It hasn't even shipped.
When someone's starting something new, sometimes it's hard to meet demands because it's hard to guess how many people are gonna want it. You don't want to get stuck with like too much and not be able to sell it.
I totally get what you're saying, but like when you have a following of 900,000 subscribers and then you're hyping it up, you're promoting it nonstop. You just got to have them on hand to be able to.
That's how I feel about Cool Water Intense. Every time I go to Fragrance Net, it's never in stock.
It's never in stock, bro.
For 2 months already.
Give me 1 second. I have to put my work clothes in the dryer real quick.
For sure, man.
I'll get to my number 2. Meanwhile, okay, number 2. This one's gonna be a more expensive one, but it smells real nice and it's real easy to wear. So I thought I'd put it. But this is gonna be for your person that knows a little bit more about fragrances. Like they constantly, you have that one friend that has like 10. Everybody has like 3 or 4. Then you have that one guy that has like 10 all the time. That a little more knowledgeable. So they would appreciate something like this more. This is Arquis Le Roc Aqua. This goes on Fragrance Net for about, I want to say around 250, but with a discount code you get it for around 125, 150. But it's real nice. It has a nice citrusy lemon, and I think it has bergamot. And I don't know, I haven't worn it a lot, so I haven't had a lot of time with it yet. But it's real easy to wear. Think if your people that like their regular citrusy clean scents, but with a much higher quality. So if someone likes that, they'll like this, and if they have enough fragrances, they'll appreciate the difference. That it's like, hey, it's like these but better, like a higher quality. So you wouldn't get this just for anybody because it's kind of expensive. You'd want to get it for someone that will appreciate it a little more. If it's your everyday person, just get on something a little cheaper. It's definitely a nice one. That's why I would have put it number 1 because it's the best smelling one. But because of the price, I think I was like, I don't want to put it that high up there because that's not something you buy just for any friend or any. You know what? I think this could even be worn by women. I think this could be unisex. But I think this is not something you would buy just for anybody. As someone like a best friend or a girlfriend, a boyfriend, someone a little more special. Like someone you're closer to because you're dropping a little more money on it.
What is that?
It's Arquis Le Roc Aqua.
Okay.
It's this is a great fragrance. Saying that it's since it's a little more pricey, you might want to give it to someone you're a little closer to, not just any random. You don't want to spend this kind of money on any random person as a gift because you go broke. You know, buying everybody presents is that expensive.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
100% agree with you, man. All right, man. For my number 2, even though it's a little, like you just said, a little higher up on price, I had to go ahead and put Dior Sauvage at number 2. This is specifically the EDP Eau de Parfum, and the reason I placed this one at number 2 is because it's a beautiful smelling scent, very mass appealing. A lot of people who are barely getting into fragrances or know a little bit about fragrances tend to pick this one up first. I believe it opens up with a nice ambroxan and bergamot, and then as it starts to dry down, you get the beautiful it has a nice sweet how do I say, beautiful, sexy, spicy notes to it. In my opinion, it's perfect for the I do wear it in the office, and every time I wear this one, I get tons of compliments. I usually go with only 3 sprays because it projects like a beast. Great longevity. I want to say I get 8+ hours projection, around 3.5. So for a designer brand, it's a really good pickup. The only downside is price. Like retails for $120, but I think on discount sites and groups you can probably pick it up for like $80, which is still kind of up there. But for what you're getting, I definitely recommend it. Like I haven't for someone that's barely getting into fragrances, this is the one that actually got me into fragrances. So it's like, how do I say it? It's very mass appealing. As soon as I smelled it, I had to have it, and I had to have a full bottle. This is 100 milliliters.
They have to be in the top ones right there.
Yeah. Matt likes this one, right, man?
I do. And I'll say it's that one and the EDT, and that one right there is my favorite of the two.
Yeah.
That one is not quite as doesn't blow out the room like the EDT can.
Yeah.
That one just, that smell, man, it's just so nice.
It's just like when I reach for it, like I hop out of the shower, reach for it, you feel clean. You feel, how do I say, like it has the beautiful ambroxan, I believe the bergamot in there as well with the spicy notes, and it's just a little bit of sweetness. So everything's perfectly balanced, in my opinion. And like this is one of my done reaches. I can reach for this any day and know that it's gonna last me the whole day. It's just gonna project well. So that's why I placed it on number 2.
Yeah, I might have to give that one some more wearings because I tried it at the store and I didn't like it. That ambroxan, like that metallic note, it was too much for me. And I'm not even a fan of that smell to begin with, and the fact that it was so strong. But this was on the EDP. Yeah. It just completely turned me off. I just tried it off a strip. But I've learned from the Aqua di Joe, the EDP, that you can't just judge the stuff off the strip, or you can't just spray it. Like you gotta give it a few wearings. So I might give that Sauvage another try because upon initial first impressions, it was not my thing. It almost made me cringe. Like when you hear that noise from chalkboard when they scratch it, and you go like, you get goosebumps. That's what I got when I smelled that metallic note. I was like, oh.
The only 2 downsides, in my opinion, is the price point, and that it's very common. Like to people who wear fragrances or who are starting out, they tend to reach for this one a lot because it's so great. So if you don't mind, I mean, it must have, in your collection. At least the EDP, I like the EDP more than the EDT. That's just my preference. So
yeah, same.
What about you, man? What you got for your number 2?
My go. Let's see here. My number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. It's gonna be. Just kidding. It's gonna be a 2 here, guys. They're both freshies. They're both.
That office for sure. If you want to go bankrupt.
Yeah, facts. Here I have the Aqua Essential. I call it Aqua E because I don't want to butcher that word. By Sabache Ferragamo. Right here you can see. This is a very nice, clean office scent. And when Cali reviews, when he said that he, gifts for others, I didn't think of like fragrance people. I thought the stuff that people that don't know fragrances really might enjoy. And both of these are just 2 very, very solid ones, very cheap fragrances that are very mass appealing. And again, this one right here is by a master perfumer by Alberto Morales, who's done another one of mine on my list today. This is really good. It's very clean. It's aquatic, It's just nice.
Yeah, I find all the fragrances he does to be easy to wear, mass appealing.
Yeah.
Real nice fragrances.
Yeah. And last night I went over this one. It's aquatic. It's Nautica Voyage. Voyage. It's a good one. Find it $20 at the stores, and I can guarantee you, whatever guy, if he's not wearing colognes, it's the one that he can throw on easily. This doesn't age range doesn't matter. Kind of person he is, a biker could wear this, in my opinion. You know what I mean? From a biker down to literally anyone can wear this one. I feel like and be just fine. Same with this.
All right, quick.
That's a great thing.
Blue. You tried the Essenza Blue?
I did have that one.
Which one you find is better?
I enjoy this one a lot. Blue is there's more of a distinguished note in there that it's not pleasant. It's just a little different. So there's a little more bold of a note in it, I guess. Okay. Colonia has the same boldness to it. That's a little different than the blue. This one right here is, in my opinion, the easiest one to wear. Because
I'm thinking of getting both, the blue one and that one, but I haven't tried them. But they're cheap enough where I don't mind just blind buying, just ordering anyways.
Now the blue one is pretty similar, from my understanding, to Blue Day Chanel, and I've heard similarities with this one as well.
I have Blue
Bro,
Day, I haven't tried that one.
The Blue Chanel, man, that's like a must-have. The only reason I didn't include it was because I don't have it specifically with me right now. I had a bottle, I used the hell out of it, but that one's one of my favorites, bro.
Either one of you guys tried the?
I agree. Blue Chanel is I would put it under must-have. The only thing that hurts it is its price, but so you know, not just anybody can afford it. Some people want just $30-$40, but the thing itself, that's something that everyone will enjoy.
It's nice.
It's like the new Cool Water or the new Aqua di Gio, you know, something that just everybody wears.
Yeah. Have either one of y'all tried the Blue Chanel, the EDP, or the Parfum?
I haven't tried the Parfum. I really like the Eau de Toilette. That's the one that I initially tried, and that's the one that I found works best for me. But I haven't tried the Parfum.
Same here. I like the.
Well, y'all stay tuned for some of my videos, guys.
Yeah, I like the. I tried the Parfum at I was at Beverly Hills Mall, and I seen them there, so I grabbed it and I didn't have anything on. I just hopped out the shower and I went to the mall, and when I was right there, I seen they had them and I was like, you know what? Let me see what the Parfum one smells like. They had it there. This was a while, like maybe 2 months ago or something like that. So I just sprayed it on. I threw like maybe 6 sprays, and I go, this is gonna be my scent for the day, right?
Yeah.
So I just got it at the store, threw it on, and I walked around the mall like that the rest of the day wearing it. So I had it on for good the 3-4 hours. I was like there at the mall about 3 hours, I would say. I went to eat, shopped around, and I don't know. I wasn't doing it. I didn't hate it, but I found the EDT a lot better.
Yeah.
Me personally, I felt the Parfum had more of a. I think it works better if you're dressed up a little.
Okay.
A little more dressed up. It's more mature, and it's not necessarily something I would wear every day. And the EDT is something I would use for most occasions. I would get away with it.
So there's there's the EDP, and there's the Parfum.
Yeah, yeah, and there's a Parfum. I haven't tried the EDP. I've only tried the Parfum and the EDT.
Okay.
So in my opinion, between the two, the EDT is just more mass appealing, easier to wear. The Parfum is more for like certain occasions, like it's less versatile in lamest terms.
So I've noticed I'm starting to wear more I guess masculine or mature fragrances here of recent, and my work has me doing a lot of meetings that are involving like a lot of money, I guess, like bringing in a lot of money, and the meetings tend to go better when I'm wearing more masculine, mature style scents. And for me personally, they invoke a sense of confidence with them. Yeah. You know, like the confidence that I would get, for example, when I wear something like the Parfum versus something like Nautica Voyage. You know what I mean? There really is a different vibe you get.
They're two different animals.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you. It does. How do I say it? Definitely boost your confidence. Like what scent you're wearing. Like some scents are relaxing, like you said before in some of your streams, or like your video of the day. Some scents are just relaxing. Like when I wear right here from Lamal, the lavender just has a nice relaxing scent to it. Versus like if I'm wearing something like Sauvage, which is a little more loud, I feel a little more bold.
Yeah, you're more flamboyant. Like, what's up? Look at me. Like, I want everybody to notice me when I walk in a room. I've arrived.
Yeah, right. So I just changed up my number one. Cali, you got me thinking.
Oh yeah, wait up. Okay, so let me go to my number one. Then we'll see yours right now. I forgot already. Last track. My number one. This one I'm a little excited about because it's newer. I got it about a week ago, so I haven't really worn it a lot. I wore it once, so this may be biased that maybe I shouldn't have it at number one. But it's this one. Aramis Tobacco Reserve.
Ooh, good choice.
Yeah, this one is real nice right now. I've been enjoying it. I wore it maybe 2 days ago. I got it barely like last week. It's don't let the name Tobacco Reserve scare you off. This is a more mass appealing fragrance. It's sweet. It's like a sweet tobacco, and it has a clean powdery feel to it, along with a sweet tobacco note. So I find this to be kind of easy to wear. I was expecting something totally different, to be honest. When I said tobacco, that's not what I got. But for as a good thing, not a bad thing. It's sweet, and I would say it's mass appealing, but it's different from your mass appealing aquatic, your citrusy scent. It's mass appealing, but at the same time, it's different enough where for your average everyday person, this is gonna be something unique. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be like, oh, this is not your regular aquatic. It's kind of like La Nuit de L'Homme, that it's mass appealing, but it's not your typical clean out of the shower fragrance.
Right.
So for that reason, for people that collect, this might not be the most unique. For someone that just has a few fragrances, it's gonna be a little different. It's a nice step into the unknown and to trying different things. This is a nice something in between both.
Nice.
So I recommend this one. I heard it's also another cool thing about it. I heard it's recently discontinued. So it's a good time to, if you like collecting stuff, you could buy it now, and maybe it goes up in price later when they're no longer available. Right now you could find it. It used to be like $35, but now you have to find it for around 50 because you have to pay the full price. Yeah, so around 50 is still not a bad deal for what it is. If you find it anything cheaper than that, I hop on it immediately.
All right, right on.
All right, so my number one, I'm warning you guys right now. It's pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but the reason I put it at number one is because I was thinking if I could receive, what if I was going to receive a gift, what fragrance would I want that I can wear pretty much all year round? That's mass appealing. I get amazing projection, great longevity, and I haven't met anyone that hasn't liked it. The only downside is the price, and you fellas know right off. Obviously, you know what it is just by looking at the bottle, but it's going to be Creative Ventus. And the way it opens up is depending on the only thing that another downside besides price is the batch variation. But I mean, even then, mine is specifically 17T01. But we're not talking about batches. Off initial spray, what you're gonna get is a beautiful pineapple scent. With I believe I can't remember if it's ambroxan or bergamot or maybe even both notes off the top. But it's just really, how do I say it? Let me see. It's like it's going to be sent as notice me. You're going to smell different than everyone in the room. This is a great gift in my opinion. The only downside is the cheapest you can find, specifically the 100 milliliters, like $200. So I mean, if you're going to get someone, your husband, your boyfriend, a Christmas gift, this one has to be it. You got that beautiful burst of pineapple in the opening with the ambroxan, just really fresh, really clean scent. And then as it starts to dry down, you get a little bit of the birch to add to the smokiness. I haven't met anyone that doesn't like this one. Every time I wear this one, I wore this one to Save Mart the other day, and one of the grocers was helping put the bags in the car, and I was sitting inside the car. So as soon as he opened the trunk, he's like, "Man, is that cologne? what are you wearing?" I told him. So this one always pulls compliments. I can't say enough good things about it. It's just like if you want the perfect gift, in my opinion. Only downside is the price, but if you have the money to spend, definitely check this one out. It's just amazing in my opinion.
I agree. I have lavender. The lavender, the Hermine lavender. It's kind of like a vintage one. I don't know how close it is to it because I haven't compared the two. I never smelled the original, but I compare lavender blanche to Silver Mountain Water because it's a clone of it, and they're pretty close. Not 100%, but they're pretty close. I'll say around 90% close. So if that lavender is 90% close to the real Ventus, then I have a pretty good idea of what it smells like. And that's not a bad scent. I got that like a year ago, like back before when I was I don't know if I was already collecting or I was barely about to start collecting. And I think I barely was about to start. I was barely starting to collect, and I bought that one. Then I found out it was a clone of a Ventus, and then I found out that Ventus was like a big deal in the community. Yeah, so I didn't know that at the time, right? So I've worn it a few times, and you're right. It gets compliments. People like it. Like people, every average everyday people that I hang out with that don't collect or anything, they smell it and they tend to like it too. They're like, oh, it's a nice one. Like when they check out my fragrance, that's one. I wouldn't say it's one of their favorites, but it never gets like this. Is it like people are usually guys?
Well, good. So with my experience with Aventus, at work, I've never got a compliment from Aventus at work. And I'm around. I'm around people nonstop at work. In terms of girls that have smelled it, the girls that I've been around that while I'm wearing it, it's like the opening's different than how it responds on my skin.
100%.
So like the girls that I'm with, if I spray it on something, like, oh, that smells okay. Like it's never like a wowingness to it.
I said the dry down.
And then in the dry down, it might be like the oak moss. It might be some of the darker, the birch, something. I don't know what it is, but it's never really been a compliment magnet for me. Like like House Sauvage was pineapple vintage intense gold. Even that garnered me more compliments than the vintage has.
It might be something to do with skin chemistry, man. I'm not even sure.
Exactly.
I know like when. For me, like that's another thing that plays a factor. Everyone's skin chemistry is going to change, the chemistry. But every time, just for me, when I wear Aventus, it's like because of where I work. Like I work in a hospital, so you're going to a bunch of different units. You might float or you might go to be working on a different unit. Every unit I've been to, because you get compliments, but not only that, you smell when you're wearing this one, you smell different than anybody who doesn't collect fragrances, because not that many people. Because when I was barely starting out, that's one of the first things I seen was like Aventus, and I was like, niche. What the hell is niche? When you're barely starting out. So as I did research and then I tried it, I was just like, I really liked it. I couldn't go wrong. But like you said, it's gonna differ for everybody. Right. But I have to try that pineapple vintage, I haven't tried that one.
Oh, dude, it's good.
Yeah.
But I would recommend if you're gonna go with pineapple vintage as like a cheaper alternative to Aventus, they sell these little decant little bottles for like $20. Which come they're like pre-aged, so they don't need to mature.
Oh, dope.
And dude, so I mean, you can ask Mr. Cheap Sense. We had a live stream where I put on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 sprays of this, dude, and like I was choking myself out. Like I was walking into where we were going, and it was just the loudest pineapple. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's like if you want a pineapple bomb, like going into Aventus, that's kind of what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna make a sweet pineapple bomb. You know what I mean? I kind of ignored the whole birch part. I ignored the oak moss. I kind of ignored the smokiness of it when I was going and buying it. But then I wore it and I saw how it develops over time. Like it starts off with that, opening fresh pineapple for like 3 to 4 hours, and that kind of dies down into a birchy, smokier kind of fragrance. And like the vanilla notes at the end of it.
Yeah,
I would put that one. I would put it doesn't smell like this one, like this Aramis one, but I will put it in the, like, how could I tell you? Like I was saying earlier that if you're used to your aquatics, your citrusy scents, and you want something that's slightly a little different, but doesn't steer too far away, Ventus would be one of those where it's like a little different, but not too different where it's off-putting, where it's still familiar enough where we're still safe. That's kind of how that Aramis is. That's what I feel Ventus is. It's a nice way to ease into different stuff outside of your aquatics and your citrusy scents. It's a nice step towards thinking outside the box, if you will.
Right. There you go.
I agree 100%, man. All right, man. Now you got me curious because you said you changed it. Your number one. So I'm trying to think, man. Is it designer?
I want to see both. I want to see your original one and
Yeah.
the one you
Okay.
chose.
All right. Well, so I'm gonna start with my original choice, which comes from the house of Sensual Obsessions, which is Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol. I just seen you picked up the 100 milliliter bottle.
120.
120. Yeah. Shit, bro.
And
I heard that one
sitting in my cabinet maturing right now, and it's.
I heard that one's nothing but like fire. It's really
there's no front. Like you won't see a bad review on this. Like
yeah, I am. I just ordered a bottle myself. Should be here in a few days.
I got some coming too, man. I'm waiting for it to come. I seen your review and I was like, okay, all right.
Like you'll get a Julie review. You'll get like it's sweet, but it's not bad. You'll get that. You'll get it is sweet, but it's not bad at all. This is great. Like, and I mean, outside of us, you'll smell different than everybody else in the room. And just smell damn good too at that. So this is more of a playful fragrance, in my opinion. This is not like a formal fragrance. Like I don't see myself ever wearing this with like a tie on. If that makes sense. The next number one, my legit number one, is gonna be one that I can see being worn pretty much anytime with a tie, with a white T-shirt. But it's a kind of thing that you get to buy. It's a masculine fragrance. It's something that is niche. Something that I feel like whether it's a fragrance collector or if it's someone that's a grown up that is wanting or in need of a fragrance, it's the Harv Signature Pour Home. I don't know if either one of you guys have smelled this.
I haven't wanted to try it, but I haven't smelled it. I'm gonna have to buy a decant off you so I could check it out.
I've seen countless reviews of that one, and I actually purchased. I got the bottle coming along with the what was it? I can't remember what when George was doing like that thing for Black Friday where it comes with what does it come with? I can't even think of it. Like I don't know if it's a beard oil or what.
Yeah, his beard oil and his beard lotion. I have them both back here.
I got that package coming.
Nice. Wait, so you have the bottle coming and the two?
Yes.
Nice. There you go. Smart man. Like this is honestly, it starts off with a real loud incense and lavender kind of bomb in a sense. There's like the undertones of patchouli, but I could get into notes, but there's like a ton, like 30 plus different notes from like different origins of the world. This is a fantastic flavor.
My baby. What's he doing? I'm making a video.
Hey, little person. This is one that I've worn. I wore it once really heavily to work, and enough that it was like almost too loud for work. But even then, no one was like, "That's a bad fragrance." I've been like put, up close and personal with a girl wearing this, and it's not a sexy fragrance. It's not one that you want to wear when you're going out on a date, in my opinion. It's one that you wear when you're making some money moves.
So more of a business, elegant, upscale scent.
It is, yes, but at the same time, it can be worn going to the grocery store.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
It's like
your Tuscan leather, your Creed Vikings, you make power moves.
Yeah. Right, dude. That's what this is. I got promoted when I wore this.
Don't wear Creed Viking to work, man. You might fire somebody or something, bro.
Fire somebody and then move the next day. And then he doesn't have the power to fire me.
Yeah, right. It's like, you're my boss. Spray him with back as we're leaving. But no, yeah, this has got to be my number one. And not only the fragrance, guys. Just look at this stuff.
It's a really nice bottle, bro. I really like the bottle.
There's a whole lot that goes into not only the box. The box itself has a whole story behind it, but so does this. The making of this. Like it's a piece of art. This is said to resemble everything in here is said to resemble something or something. Like this is supposed to resemble a flask. All right, guys.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And hollowed out to resemble the inside or the soul of a man is what this is meant to look like. Is that this is the and it's.
I love stuff like that with like a theme and a
story behind it.
And this is one that has it, guys. This is one that like Go check out George Zaharoff on his page. He has countless videos explaining where in the country or where in the world he got these certain
I think he recently started a YouTube page. A YouTube channel. I think I saw it. I have to go subscribe to it. I kind of remember when it came out on my homepage.
Yeah. This is a very it's a very natural. This is the most natural fragrance I have, hands down.
Okay, yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things in the reviews, man. Everyone and it doesnn't seem like hype. It seems like honest, genuine reviews. So
Yeah.
I've heard the same thing. Everyone agrees with you.
I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah, my guy seems cool as fuck too. And when you see him live streaming and stuff on videos, like he seems very positive, like always in a good mood.
Dude, he messaged me the other day after one of my streams didn't go so well. I don't know if y'all saw that or not, but it didn't go so well. He messaged me personally, like he's done numerous times, just like checking in and saying, "Hey, what's up?" And that's enough for me to value the company. You know what I mean? Like when the horror himself is willing to reach out and speed that.
He's a really genuine person. As you stated, I've been talking. We were talking back and forth here and there, but like the fact that he's running, a whole company and he takes the time to actually respond, like you said, personally himself. That's just it's dope, man. I really appreciate that.
You seen that? Like he had the whole stack of like hundreds and hundreds of samples sitting out. And
yeah.
The message I got tweet famous celebrities and stuff like that or athletes, and then you have that one athlete that always responds back to your tweets. And you're like, hey, this was cool. He's reading them and he's taking time to reply.
Like you guys know this. Yeah, we're friends.
Like, hey, bro, you're screwed up.
Comment. Like
with athletes, if you notice, it's always when you put something negative, like, oh, how can I believe you fumbled the ball, like to lose the game. No reply. Oh man,
yeah, right. And then you're like, yeah, we're friends. We go way back.
Nah, dude, he's a really dope person, man. I got something in the works that I'm gonna announce on one of my videos next week, actually with him. I don't want to say too much, but watch one of my videos next week, and it's gonna be pretty cool. So we were talking back and forth, and we came up with something pretty dope for the holidays. So be sure to check that out. I'll be dropping that video sometime next week because I want to wait till everything's set in stone. But just a little something to look forward to. But like you said, man, he's a really genuine person who actually takes time to reply and actually wants to make sure that you guys are enjoying the product. He's not just trying to make a quick buck. His products aren't priced at $180. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. But he doesn't do spins. He doesn't.
I haven't seen it.
I don't like it. Entertainment factor, and the Michael Jackson.
Man.
Y'all know he was in a band, right?
I sprained my ankle, be off work, man. I can't do it.
Y'all know he was in a band, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jamie Favors.
I didn't know that either.
I saw a music video of the other day, and it's just like weird.
Was it like a thing, stuff like that, like a thing, Backstreet Boys?
Kind of, honestly, yeah.
So the white suit, like Michael Jackson, and we used to wear that white suit and do the spin.
like boy band in like early 2000s, like Nick Carter. Then you get Jamie Favors or Jeremy. What's his last name?
He always had that drive to make a name for himself.
Yeah, dude.
That's not necessarily a thing.
Yeah, he has that. He has that.
You have to have it. That's why he's in helicopters and stuff on his videos. You have to have that drive to be successful. You have to those things never happen on accident.
I don't know why people hate so much. I mean, like, it's just charisma, confidence. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. The prices wise, like, that's why we disagree. But as far as his marketing, his brand, what he's built, pretty much he built himself from the ground up. So you got to respect, like you're saying, the drive, the passion. People say he's cocky, arrogant, but I mean, when you work so hard, and it isn't. I don't get that vibe. I just seem like he's living life and he's enjoying what.
Yeah, it's like you're working hard to build a team, and when you win a championship, how you expect them not to celebrate? And you know what I mean? Like,
no, I mean, dude, I get he's cocky, he's confident, but like it's working for him. So I mean,
yeah. Me personally,
people watch it.
Yeah, right. I personally like it. Like the fragrance, I have my opinion. I wanted to do a review, but I'm not sure if I should. I have my opinion of the fragrance, but that has nothing to do with him as a person. I like his channel. I like him.
I'm going to leave Cali
Fragrance
reviews.
is something else. I mean, I don't hate it, but
Yeah, I would have guessed that because if you're not a big fan of Savage in that like, then you're not gonna like Office.
I don't like Savage. I don't like Invictus, and that's kind of like along in that lane. It's
Yeah.
You don't like the DNA, okay?
yeah, it's similar to the type of fragrances I'm not into.
Okay, I'm calling Jeremy right now. I'm telling him. He'll be right there. He'll be at your doorstep with explaining with it.
Yeah, he's gonna pull up with a spin, bro.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the fragrance, your game plans and stuff, your strategies to.
Could I possibly go first? Because I have to get ready for this Christmas thing.
Okay,
Go for it, bro.
Or you guys want to do this? We could do that topic next week. We could do the.
You want to do it next week?
We could do another video next week. We'll talk about that. Yeah, because we're already going on over an hour. We'll do.
Let's do it next week.
We'll talk about strategies when collecting. What's your game plan? How do you prepare when you log online or when you hit the store?
Right.
All right. That's good.
We'll hit that next week then, because this video has ran pretty long already. And you already know what's up in the descriptions down below. I'm gonna have links to my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so on and so on. And my buddies right here on the comment section, they'll have links to their channels. Just go to the comments, click on the link. Channels, check out their channels. We all bring our own flavor when talking about our fragrances, so you get a nice variety. Go ahead, check out the channels. Again, anybody that has a channel, they want to come out, meet other fragrance reviewers, meet other people in the community, and also get your channel out there a little. Feel free to just message me on Facebook or in the comment section, and we'll work something out. I try to keep it at no more than 4 in one show, just because it can get convoluted. People speak over each other and so forth when it's too many voices at once. So we keep it around 4, but we definitely set up a day. We'll make all that stuff happen, because part of the community is to make friendships. That's a big part of it for me, to build relationships and so forth. And so yeah, anybody that wants to be on board, go ahead and just let me know. And I guess any last words, anything you guys want to say before we log off?
I just want to thank Cali Reviews and Georgia Gent for including me in the streaming. I really appreciate it, fellas. As he said, my link's gonna be my link is gonna be low. Jesus, aka Kelly Gent. So make sure you go ahead and check out my videos. Like he said, we all offer something different, and I'm looking forward to next week. That's about it, fellas. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Cali Reviews. How many people are in here right now?
I think 3.
3. How many likes do we have on this video?
I can't tell because I'm on a different page. I'm on the live StreamYard. So it doesn't show a like.
There better be 3 likes on it at least.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, if you guys want to, go ahead and hit that like button. You could do me that favor. It really helps us out. It helps spread the word up as far as the channel and so.
We'll wait if we need to.
Yeah. You guys can show your support. And I also really appreciate you guys just tuning in and taking time out of your day to watch us just bullshit a little. All right, guys. So yeah, do me that favor though. Go ahead and hit that like button on your way out. That does greatly help a lot, guys. And drop any comments, any questions you have in the comment section. And I guess we'll check you guys out next time.
All right. Later, fellas. Have a good one.
You have a good night.